Hello, parents and carers, and welcome to the 2024 Sunshine Bay Primary School year. I would like to start by introducing myself. My name is Sam Chapman, and I have the privilege of being your child's kindergarten teacher. During the past few weeks, many parents have reached out regarding conversations they have had with their child around word matrices, word families, boxing the base, and the tale of words. These are all tools and strategies that the children are currently being explicitly taught to develop, master, and proficiently use to successfully read, write, spell, and enhance their vocabulary. To address these questions and to provide you with an understanding of what these skills and strategies look like in the classroom and to provide the background theory on why we teach them, I've made a video for you. Firstly, at Sunshine Bay Primary School, we implement the Australian curriculum which guides our teaching. Within the Australian curriculum, there are 7 general capabilities, literacy being one of them. The general capabilities allow students to become successful learners, confident and creative individuals, and active and informed citizens. Within the Australian curriculum and the National Literacy and Learning Progressions, it is stated that students need to gain both phonic and word knowledge skills. As parents, you would be very familiar with the process of developing children's phonic knowledge. But what you may not have realised is that there is a very big emphasis on morphology and encouraging students to become word inquirers or word knowers. And it is this part of our word inquiry sessions that prompted all the questions I have been receiving from you. So, what is morphology? Morphology can be defined as the science of word forms or the study of how we structure words in language. Morphemes are the smallest units of meaning in language and include base words, roots, prefixes, and suffixes. Students need to understand that every word has a base and the base holds the core sense and meaning of the word. Bases can be free words on their own. For example, with and flow. These are called free bases. Other bases need to have another element bound to them to present as words in present-day English. For example, dict as in dictionary or predict. These are bases that are referred to as bound bases. When reading, morphology allows students to break down unfamiliar words into meaningful parts to help them decode the word. The knowledge of morphology can also be used to successfully spell words. As students' morphological awareness develops, their ability to read and spell new and more challenging words increases, allowing them to read and write more complex texts. Morphological awareness also assists students to build their vocabularies. Students apply their knowledge of what morphemes mean to understand unfamiliar words. For example, if students know the meaning of the base word play and the meaning of the prefix re, they can work out the meaning of the word replay. So, what does morphology inquiry look like for your child at school? As part of our positive behaviour learning program, we have been inquiring into what playing successfully at school means. To do this, we scientifically looked at the word playing. We reviewed what we already knew and looked at the definition and images we had captured demonstrating the action of playing. Students were then encouraged to look at the morphemes they saw within the word playing. Students identified the morpheme play, which we put a box around to identify it as our base word. Students then identified that ing was the suffix. We then investigated the word further by organising our findings into a word matrix. We identified all the prefixes and suffixes we can add to the word play and investigated how the prefixes or suffixes changed the meaning of our base word. Our completed chart explicitly showed all the words that we can confidently read and write if we know the base word play. Replay, plays, played, playing, playful, playfully, and playfulness. By studying the morphology of words, you can see how a deep understanding of the concept, in our case, the concept of play, can be developed. Students understand and appreciate how to play playfully, why a replay may be needed. By gaining morphological awareness, students are also building their vocabulary and seeing different spelling patterns, ultimately assisting them to become fluent readers, creative and powerful writers, and confident and articulate speakers. Etymology is another element of our curriculum and refers to the history of and interconnections between words. Telling the tale of some words helps students to know that words came from somewhere and that some words are really old and have travelled to English from other languages. An understanding of etymology gives students the power to travel through time and learn more about different civilizations while developing their vocabulary and understanding of language. Etymology also assists students to become sophisticated readers by having the skills and knowledge to unpack words and make informed guesses to assist with the reading process. An example of a word that has been studied in class is October. The word October is directly linked to the kindergarten maths program, in particular the unit time. When studying the word October, it was discovered that October came from the Latin word octo, meaning 8, because it was the 8th month of the old Roman calendar. Students then investigated the base octo and discovered that there are many words that are a part of this word family and have a direct link to the value of 8 or the numeral 8, such as octopus and octogenarian. It was also discovered through our investigation that octagon was a shape that had 8 sides, but it didn't fit into our octo family. We then looked up the etymology of octa. We discovered that it was derived from the Greek octa and Latin octo, both meaning 8. With the knowledge of etymology, students have the opportunity to be more creative, just like the poet and playwright William Shakespeare and the modern-day author J.K. Rowling. William Shakespeare invented hundreds of words using many pieces of words from Greek, Latin, and Old English language. In the Harry Potter series, J.K. Rowling built the places and the names of people using etymology. Like Shakespeare and J.K. Rowling, students will gain these skills through etymology to potentially build worlds and fill them with creative characters. I hope I've demonstrated to you how your child is developing morphological and etymological awareness. By becoming word inquirers and deeply understanding the structures of words and the tale behind words will assist in supporting them to be successful across all areas of the curriculum and to be confident and capable readers and writers. Please reach out if you require any further information. Bye for now.